Welcome back! We're here in the Jedi Academy right now, having just gained our status as a Jedi Padawan now. We have rescued Juhani from the dark side, and have convinced her to rejoin the Jedi Order, which is good. And now we can leap into action with our Jedi robes, which will help us use Burst of Speed. So let's try that out. As you can see, Burst of Speed looks kind of a little annoying. That's one reason why I really don't want to use it all the time. Like I said, I do intend to restrict it to areas where we've already traveled, because I really just don't want to gloss over new areas. I mean, I do want you guys as viewers to be able to take all those in. Let's try talking to John. We were able to kill some Mandalorians.
Have you found the Mandalorian raiders yet? Good. Good. Put them down like the animals they are. But now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop until you've defeated their leader. You must find him and kill him too. Thank you, young Jedi.
Alright, so we'll be sure to find the Mandalorian leader. We still haven't found Elisa's missing droid yet. So hopefully we will be able to while we explore out here some more. We still haven't gone to the Sandral grounds yet, but presumably we will when we try to settle this conflict. Looks like the Mandalorian's speeder is still here. And there's the compound there. Let's see what Sandral and Matale has to say. Of course, the droid wouldn't let us go in earlier, so we'll have to ask him for permission now.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate? You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matale wishes to speak. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored. Though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrals as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
We will, but we want to talk to you first, though.
I have already told my story to the Council. Why did they not inform you of my circumstances? I did not expect such incompetence from the Jedi, but I shall repeat the tale once more.
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrals arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since.
Somehow I imagine the story from the Sandrals would sound just about the same, don't you?
Yeah.
The injustices the Sandrals have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandral droids trespassing on my land. I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps. Destruction of my property. Maybe a simple spy mission. I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived. It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matale estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandral clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
I wouldn't be so sure, but we'll go and talk to the Sandrals about this.
The only resolution possible is the immediate return of my son. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrals. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you. Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including razing the entire Sandral estate.
You would be willing to risk open war over this?
It is the Sandrals who have started this, not I.
I
Right.
thought you would blame us if we failed. It seems everyone is responsible for your actions, except for you.
I don't need to stand here and listen to such impertinence.
I'm impressed, Carl. That interjection was very Jedi-like.
What can I say? You pick up a few things.
I'm afraid Alana's not just making idle threats. He is rash and foolish enough to attempt a full assault on the Sandral estate. Such action would result in an all-out war between the families.
I've seen men like Alan Matale before. He's so convinced that his hatred is justified, he's prepared to do anything. And if we don't intervene, there will be war.
Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Kind of surprised that Karth and Bastila had that conversation right in front of him. But that is actually the reason why I wanted to take Karth with me on this, because I really liked what he had to say there. Unfortunately, we can't go inside the estate still. But we'll check out the Sandral's place soon enough. But first, before I do that, I actually want to go east and look at something here. And there's more Captains. Thankfully, only one at a time for the most part, I think. We got Bastila now, so we have 2 Jedi in our party.
Yes?
Oh wait, I forgot to equip Bastila. What am I doing? Well, we don't have any robes for her, but we will keep her clothing on. I wonder if we can give her someone else, and now we can't. I'd always wondered about that, but apparently we can't do that. Let's give her her double-bladed lightsaber. That will definitely help with some things. No, we don't need that. That's only for ranged characters. And that's about all we can do.
I'm here.
Alright. Oh,
Ready.
okay. The cat sound
Yes?
is dead. Okay, that's good.
What can I do?
That hurt, I guess. What?
You shall. Yes?
Throw lightsaber is awesome.
The Force
Time to
fight.
rumble!
So be it.
This is why I like having another Jedi in my party. 2 Jedi are amazing.
The Force fights with me.
Alright. And there's a dead settler here. With some pretty nice stuff, by the way. And Cass's diary. Wait a second, haven't we heard that name before? Let's check out what that diary has to say. This is the diary of Cassius Sandral, amateur archaeologist. It details his efforts to discover the source of the ancient ruins found across the surface of Dantooine. Upon reading it, you gather that he had found some correlation between the ruins and something called the Rack. Interesting. So it appears that Cassius Sandral, the Sandral's boy, although he's probably not a boy, he's probably more or less grown up by now, is dead, presumably from Cath hounds. Doesn't seem like the Matales had much to do with this. In fact, we can even see the wounds there. But we can't talk to Alan about this because he's not going to talk to us unless we return Shen back to him. So we're going to have to go to the Sandral estate and confront them about it instead.
Sure.
Switch back to using Kane here. Oh, and we can all level up now. Good stuff. Let's see here. Definitely persuade and repair. Powers. Still can't get heal, of course. In that case, I think I will start evolving stun such that it's stasis now. That'll be good enough for the time being. And let's see, how about you,
Ready.
Karth? For Karth, I think I'm going to continue to develop awareness and demolitions. Definitely want to max out on 2-weapon fighting when we get the chance, and this is, I think, the earliest level we can do it. Oh wait, we could have done it last time. But I think last time we were just developing his 2-weapon fighting to the middle ability, so we couldn't do it back then. And Bastila.
Yes?
Let's see what we can do for you here. Awareness. And I think I'm gonna... Oh, we can't do demolitions. Cross-class skill. See, the problem with Bastila is that because she has always been a Jedi, her only cross-class, or her only regular class skills are awareness, persuade, and treat injury, and we can't even put anything into persuade because she's not the main character. So really, these two options are the only class skills she's got. And I will max out 2-weapon fighting for her too. Powers, Night Speed would be useful, as well as Night Valor, and I think I will eventually give those to her. I think I will give her Night Speed, actually. This power allows a Jedi to move more swiftly than the physical limitations of his body should allow. For the duration of this effect, 36 seconds, movement speed is doubled, defense is increased by 4, and 1 attack per round is gained. And that last part is very, very nice. So I definitely want to get that as soon as possible. And we also get more defense. The first tier of this skill, or this power, we've got only 2 defense added to our defense score. But now we get 4 defense. So this is a very good power to invest in. That's all the leveling up we can do for now. So let's go ahead and move onward. It looks like Night Speed hasn't worn out. This is sometimes a bug in the game that I've fallen victim to. It seems like there are times when Night Speed won't stop unless you go back to the Ebon Hawk. Which is kind of a shame, really. And I took the long way around. This whole thing with Cassis, I should mention, it will, the body in the diary will not be there if you haven't gotten the message from Allen when you were there talking with the Jedi Council. Because if you come by there earlier, the body will not be lying around there. It will only happen after Allen comes to the Council for help. Well, we're in a new area now, and unfortunately, as Kane, I can't really turn off Night Speed, it seems, unless there's just something I'm missing here. So... or not Night Speed, Burst of Speed at this point. Maybe if I recast it, it might just wear off for this use.
I'm here.
I think I'll just switch over to Bastila for now. Because, like I said, when I get to a new area, I do want to show it without all the blur. Looks like the Sandral's place looks quite nice as well. Looks very similar too.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate? The Council. If you are here because of Sandral and Matale's disappearance, you are wasting your time. The Sandrals are not involved. This is nothing but a Matale witch hunt. Nurek left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstances, I will make an exception. Go into the main hall. Nurek will meet with you there.
If you tell him that Cassis is dead, he'll go ahead and let you in. But I want to tell Mr. Sandral that, though.
I have been informed by my protocol droid that you wish to speak to me.
Cassis is dead? I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son?
If you choose this option, you are definitely going to get dark side points. It is kind of funny, though, even if it's mean.
Cath hounds? I was so certain the Matale family was to blame.
But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. My son had a diary, his private, personal thoughts. Now that he is gone, I have nothing else to remember him by. Please, the diary means more to me than it ever could to you. I will give you 100 credits for its return. I thank you for this. The diary is all I have left of my son. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
Now, if you ask him for more, he won't give you anything at all. I think that's if the persuade fails, if I'm not mistaken.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale?
Do you know something about that?
My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassus disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally. My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly. You must understand that father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute.
Come on, let's just get to the point.
My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassus.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
You don't think that perhaps there's more to look at here, do you? That maybe everything isn't what it appears?
Of course not. It seems very simple to me. The Council must be allowed to decide the next step.
No. Since Cassus went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassus. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance.
Even though he's the nice guy that you just told us about.
The Jedi Council does not have the authority to search our estate, and if father finds out his secret has been revealed, he might kill Shen right away. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
Why do you care about Shen so much, considering that your families are at each other's throats? Or at least your fathers are at each other's throats?
Shen and I, we have been taught by our families to hate each other, just for being related to our fathers. But I met Shen alone one day in the city, away from his father, and Shen was so charming, so sweet. He didn't care at all that I was a Sandral. He just accepted me for who I was, with no reservations. We talked and met again over months and fell in love. My brother Cassus met him too, and they were beginning to become friends. But then this whole mess had to happen. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
This sounds like a familiar story. So let's go ahead and find Shen. But unfortunately we can't get through there. Well, we're gonna have to find another way in, as she said. So let's go around the back way. And it looks like my burst of speed wore off, so now we can go run around normally now. I'm not really sure why that happens, it's really odd. But this game can be pretty glitchy at times. Whoa, 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 whoa. And there's a mine here too, okay. Let's see. Does anybody have demolitions? I think Bastila does. Just barely, but at least it's something.
I can't.
Oh, it exploded, but thankfully it didn't damage us. There's a droid here we got with some droid upgrades. Let's start exploring the rooms. taking care of all these Sandral droids. Thankfully, these guys aren't too bad, even though they use a lot of XP. Much more than even the foreign Caspians.
Ready.
What can I do?
Alright, so let's see what's in this room. Parts for repair. Nothing over here. Okay, let's move on. And an empty room. Well, now that we've got a lightsaber, we can now bash things a little bit more easily now. It becomes a lot easier as you go through the game, especially when we get attack modifiers on our lightsabers. Let's try out the Bastill's Destroy Droid is the next level up.
Time to rumble.
Anything in this room? There. Almost ran off without destroying that droid. No, I didn't want to do that. One thing I've heard, I haven't actually played the sequel to this game yet, because it's not available for Mac. But one thing that I've heard is that in the sequel, security becomes a lot more useful because bashing into footlockers actually damages the stuff inside them. That's kind of an interesting idea. But thankfully here, there's no damage to it. It's like the Bastillers cast some Force Valor or something on us here. Oh, and Rahaja's here.
Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope.
I could ask her about what the problem between the families is, but we already know about that.
Please find Shen and free him.
Alright. I don't know why Rahaja is here, because normally she's in another room. That's kind of like one of the bedrooms. It's kind of a little odd. Yeah, I think this is her room.
Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will... There are... Please...
That is really weird. Maybe she glitched through the wall or something? That is really odd. That has never happened to me before. Well, at least we now know where to find her, but I assure you it is that room we just went to. Normally.
Time to rumble. What?
I like using the same droid.
Let's make this quick.
No need to worry about that, Bastila. We made it quicker than quick. We got the prison key. If you didn't get this, of course, you'd have to use bash. Or possibly security. Well, no, I don't think you would be able to use security on Shen's prison. I think you could just bash right through it if you didn't have the key with you, but since we do, shouldn't be too much of an issue now. And we've already been in here, haven't we? Okay, so we've checked out all these rooms, we still haven't found Shen yet. We got some remains here we forgot to loot, with medium plating. Well, that's a little bit better than the light plating we found earlier. So this is where we first entered. Let's keep on going here. What's behind this door?
That hurt, I bet.
You're talking to doors now, Kane? And just a med pack. Anything here? Another footlocker. Whoa, one blow. Nice, Kane. The light was in the way. And another mine.
Yes?
Let's see if Bastila can disarm it, but she doesn't have much in the way of demolition, so I'm not sure. Okay, good. It did work.
Yes?
Let's see what's in this door. Good, it's the prison. Hey!
Who are you? What do you want with me? Are you working for my father?
First of all, buddy, no need to kick me like that.
Rescue me? No. I won't leave. It's too dangerous.
Come on, Shen. We need to get out of here, buddy.
It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. I'm worried about the fate of Nurik's daughter, Rahasia. She's been trying to convince her father to release me ever since I was captured. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik is insane with grief over the loss of his son, Cassus. If I leave with you, it is Rahasia who will suffer. I cannot allow that.
Okay, so how do we get you to come with us?
If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will accompany you. Though I do not know if she'd be willing to turn her back on her home and family. Who could imagine a Sandral doing such a thing for the sake of a Matale? But if she will not go, then I too shall stay. I would rather face my own death than have her face her father's wrath because I escaped.
Okay, if you say so.
I was taught to hate the Sandrals, to think of them as evil and subhuman. But from the moment I saw Rahasia one day in the city, I knew that my father was wrong. She was like an angel, all white silks and perfume, seeming to float above the crowds.
Oh.
I don't know what else I could have done but fall in love with her. For months I wooed her and tried to win her heart. I believe I have succeeded, but now this has happened. Our families are always coming between us one way or another. Please find her and convince her to run away with me.
Okay, we'll find her for you. By the way, I gotta say, not a big fan of that voice actor. Oh, she's right here.
What are you doing here? Have you found Shen yet?
We did, but he's being stubborn.
Shen can be so stubborn sometimes.
Exactly.
If one of the security droids sees me wandering the halls, Father will get suspicious. I can't risk it. But I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to face the wrath of my father. Tell Shen I will meet you outside the gates. I will wait as long as I can, but you must hurry.
Alright, thankfully no glitches there with her running out. Did we comb the entire estate? I think we did. Looks like there's nothing left. Of course, the doors to the left here go into the main area, but we can't go through these. I'm surprised that Mr. Sandral hasn't heard anything.
You're back. Have you spoken to Rahasia?
Yes, and we need to get out of here.
I pray she is not just telling me what I want to hear, but I will have to take that chance. Hurry then, we must not keep Rahasia waiting.
Okay. We can finally leave the estate.
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Well, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
Now, at this point, you can bring up that Shen's father was promising us a reward, the 1,000 credits that he mentioned, and that will get you dark side points, I believe, but I don't really care about the reward. We just need to get out of here before anything else happens.
You're right. We should go as fast as we can. I don't know how long it will be before my father realizes we're gone.
You're right, we should.
Uh-oh. This does not look good.
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father.
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik!
Alan!
Rocky!
I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Cassus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
Okay. If you're a dark side player, you can have a lot of fun with this and just have everybody kill each other. But I do want to try to get to a peaceful solution here. Of course, if you did the dark side conflict resolution, Canderous would be very happy about that.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
Whoa.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog!
Yes, calm down right now.
We are trying to be reasonable here, of course. We are sensible people, after all. But our children are being so stubborn.
If Shen would just understand that he has to do what I want, this would all be solved easily.
Seriously, you guys? Really? You guys are being positively childish about this.
But he is my son. I don't want to lose him.
And I won't let my daughter go with him.
Well, at some point in their lives, you can't continue to have that much control over them.
My little Rahasia.
Father!
I don't know why we fight like this. We got along in the beginning, didn't we, Alan?
I don't know how you can think of that when we have our children trying to go away together.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad, would it? Shen seems to genuinely care for my Rahasia. He might be a good husband for her someday.
Yeah.
As much as I may dislike it, I think I see it too. I suppose I might be convinced to see that Sandral girl with my son, if she is loyal to him. But I don't trust you a centimeter farther, old man. Your daughter may treat Shen well, but you will never see them. They will live with me.
Of course not, you pompous old windbag. They'll be living with me.
Now actually, I have never gotten, this persuade to work, because you actually, as far as I know, at least from what I hear, you have to have the highest persuade possible at this point in the game to get these options to actually be successful. And if you don't persuade them to let the two kids marry and all that, they will run off toward the Jedi Enclave before the war droids will do anything, and the Jedi will basically take care of them. But let's try to compromise here.
I will not have them set foot in a Sandral household.
They shall not live with the Matales.
Then you propose to buy us a new house, do you?
Oh, well, yes, actually, that sounds like a good idea.
I'm surprised. That does sound like a good idea.
We should discuss this more.
Thank you, Master Jedi, for bringing us together and getting our parents to accept us.
We will praise you to the Council for what you have done and name our children after you.
Thank you again. We will remember you always.
Sweet! I have never actually seen that before. Because during my practice run, I didn't have enough persuade to make that work. That was pretty cool. Alright, and so the feud is finally settled. Thank goodness. Well, let's go and check out more of the Sandral Ground area. But we will do that in the next video.